Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Monday! And it is a Monday for sure. I had to restart everything several times to get it to work. It's like, no, not gonna do it. All right, so we are going to make another set of inserts for the cabinet, not window. For the cottage cabinet. So I've had several of you asking for new inserts. I have another one also coming up. I have a watermelon coming up. I didn't get it cut out, but this one is a frog and it is so darn cute. I can't wait to paint it. There's a couple of ways that you could paint it. You can paint it bright colors. I think we're going to paint it more of a muted color, not bright primary colors like the sample was that I saw. I saw someone else paint it really cute muted colors. I'm like, oh, I think I want to do that. I'm going to do a combination. So how is everybody? How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? We did. We had family here visiting. My husband's brother's family from Prescott was here. And so we got to spend some time with them. I went down to the beach, hung out for a little bit. It's always nice down there. You know, I don't live that far from the beach, but I don't go there often. And I mean, there's many reasons. There's so many people. Every time that you go, you're fighting traffic, trying to find a place, and then it's just crowded. But it's beautiful down there. And they love going. They go several times a year and stay at beach houses that are close by either by the bay. This one was on the bay side. By Mission Bay. Usually they're on the boardwalk by Mission Beach, but this time they were over there because it was like last minute. So they could go to the fish like a show. It's like the fishing show. It's where they have the boats and all that stuff. Anyways, hi, how is everybody? Let me put you down to this project to show you. Oh, I want to show you this too. So I got this cutie patootie all painted up. It is a summer insert, a beach theme. Imagine that, of all things. So isn't it so cute? I'm going to put you down to the tables to show you a better look at that. Oops, wrong one. Wrong camera. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it definitely feels like a Monday. All right, so we're going to make another insert for this. Okay, so 2 of these guys and 2 of these guys. All right, so let me move that to a safe place. Is there a safe place around here? Okay, and then let me give you a better look at this. Look how cute this is. So this is posted on the website. It's in the window section. I made 8 sets of these. People were asking at my craft show, when am I going to have summer stuff? And I'm like, it's not even close to being summer. But I won't have it. I won't have that many craft shows. I'll have one in May, but it's up in North County, in San Marcos. So not everybody travels. Some of them do. Anyways, here's our cutie patootie little beach insert. Sunshine State of Mind. It has little suns in the corner that are kind of etched in there. Yep. But what do you think? I think it's cute. I think it's cute. So I got that done. I got a bunch of the eagle ones done. Let me just put that over there out of the way. Make sure I didn't hit my cords. I need to stay plugged in. And then here's our little frog. So, hubby's sending me stuff. He sends me stuff all the time. Get to the corner, Darlene. Oops. There we go. All right. So here's our frog insert. It says, welcome to our pad. Okay, we'll need this when we do the Velcro. All right. So I'll set that to the side. I'm going to do different colors. It's probably going to be different. I'll show you the 2 ideas that I have. All right. So, and then I thought that it was cute to have welcome to our pad on one side and then the little ribbit sign on the other corner. I think that they need to be opposite instead of both on the same side. Anyways, there are those. Look how cute those are. We're going to be painting these. And here's my 2 samples. So this was the sample all bright colors, okay, which are cute. I love the bright colors. However, somebody painted this and posted this. This is someone else's idea. And I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. So I'm going to kind of make it, I'm going to make mine similar, but a little different. But I really love, I love these colors. What do you think? I actually really love these colors a lot. So I'm going to go more for that color. I kind of, picked out those colors. So go ahead and say hello as you're hopping on. And I am going to get this shared over to the VIP group. And just remember when you're ordering, use the VIP 25 for your coupon code so that you get your 25% off every single day. You get that. So you don't have to have a sale because you have one every single day. So once in a while, I'll have another sale. I don't have them that often. You know what happens? I might have one, but here's the problem. When I have a sale, we get a couple hundred orders, which is great, but Tara's going to be here by herself all week long. So I really didn't want to do that to her. We'll probably have a sale in a couple of weeks. Anyways, use VIP 25 and you will get 25% discount on everything except for things that are already marked down. When it's the $5, $10 things, those are not going to be marked down additionally because they're already marked down. The monthly kits are not going to be marked down because they're already marked down. So there's a couple of exceptions to the rule on that. But, oops, I already shared to there. I'm trying to share to my channel. And then I'm going to take a look at comments. How is everybody? Go ahead and say hello so I know you're watching. Okay, there. Got it. Shared to comment to channel. All right. Woo. Okay, so we're going to make this cute little frog. I love frogs. Who likes frogs? You guys ordered a ton of the frogs. We did the frog as a $10 Friday thing. And oh my gosh, or whatever it was, $10 Thursday. We have sold so many of those spring frog sets. And spring officially was last Friday, I do believe. It was the first day of spring. Let me take a look. Hey Siri, when is the first day of spring in 2026? Oh, she's not listening to me. I do believe it was last Friday. So anyways, let me say hello to everybody. Hi Jenny. Yes, I am on YouTube also. You know what? It took me a long time because I had to reconnect all of my cameras. So several times. Yep. Hi Denise. Hi Laura. Hi Betty. Good morning Barb. Hi April. Hi Darlene Barr. Hi Pam. Hey Bridget. Hi Lori Walsh. I know, new cabinet pieces. You were one of them that asked for them. I have a watermelon set coming up too. So if you just want to put these in your cart and wait till I get the other ones done, that's absolutely fine too. Let me go ahead and get you the link for these, for the cabinet section. I will be cutting the watermelon ones today. I just didn't have a chance the weekend. I was busy with family and I was also painting. I got all my stuff ready. I have every single thing ready for my craft show. I set up tomorrow, starting tomorrow. This is a long setup. So Tuesday, Wednesday setup. And then we open Thursday. So we're open all day Thursday, all day Friday. And then Saturday, 9 to 3. So let me just move these somewhere. I don't want to knock them over and lose a piece. Okay, and let me move this. I'll bring in my board. And we will get started. There's a lot to paint and a lot for me to figure out as we go. Okay, I'm bringing in the big board. Why? I don't know. Just because. Oh, and one of the little buttons jumped off. There it is. I found it. Okay, because there's a lot of little pieces. So we're bringing in the big board. Gonna do it. All right. What'd you guys do this weekend? I told you what I did. You know what? Let me get some new tape on some of this. I don't have to do the whole thing, but let's just do these bottom ones. So I have some good tape down here. How about this one too? We'll just quickly do it. So this is how I do my tape, guys. I have a piece rolled up in the center, And then yes, watermelon. I have, what do you guys think of lavender? I have some lavender things coming up too. Are you excited about lavender? I know some people love floral stuff like that. There's a whole collection of lavender. I'm way behind. I'm way behind on my files. I have files and files and files that I have purchased and haven't had a chance to do anything with because I have to focus on my responsibilities. So once I get past this craft show, then I'm not in charge of one again until June. So I have one I'm participating in May, and then I have one in June and one in July that I'm in charge of. So yeah, at least I have a little bit of a break to paint and create and get things out there for you guys. Okay, so I just fold the ends under, and then the center thing holds that down. So I just want to get an area right here, and then we'll be good to go. Again, you love lavender? Yeah. Okay, all right, perfect. So I will bring on the lavender. I have so many fun things. You guys, I can't resist all this stuff. I can't. It's really sad, but I have this problem. Okay, let's dissect each of these. We'll just take pieces off, and it's just going to be easier to keep everything in a line with what it goes with. So that's what we'll do. I love the frogs. And you guys evidently have loved the frogs. I was surprised. Why was I surprised that you guys love frogs so much? I don't know, but let me tell you how many we have probably cut over 200 sets of frogs. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Those frogs, the spring frogs, probably over 200 sets. Well, they're a good price. $10 is a good price. That's one of the reasons. And they're just so darn cute. And I have sold, I made one set and took it to the craft show, and it sold right away. And then I think I made 5 sets, and then they all sold. And then I made, I think I made 2 more sets, and I have a couple of those left. But yeah, crazy. Okay, little hearts for the cheekies. Just getting all these things off of here. Yeah, it's going to be figuring everything out is going to take a little bit, but it will all work. Okay, here's my froggy. All right, and then here's his feet and his hands. All of his limbs. Okay, and then I have this, so maybe I'll put one at the bottom and one at the top. All right, well, I needed this big board, didn't I? Let's start at the top with this one. I'm gonna have to go smaller. We'll go smaller. I'll be scooching this down just a little bit. Yeah, we'll go smaller if we need to. Hi, Chris, how are you? Hi, Sandy. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Holly. Hope everybody's doing okay. All right, let me just get all of these flowers off. Oh my goodness, I was rewatching Survivor last night. I did get to see last week's, and it was really good. But I was rewatching from the very beginning. I'm really famous for doing that. I will be watching it and I'll go, okay, I want to start completely over because I might have missed something. I always think, what if I missed something? Okay, and it was really good. Again, rewatching. So we have had unusually warm weather here. It's been a little bit crazy here. It was really hot when we went down to the beach with my brother-in-law's family and walked around. It was incredibly hot. I thought I was going to end up sunburned, and I didn't. Thank goodness. That would not be what I would need to do right before the craft show, have my face be all burned. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna go with this theme right here. So if you want to paint yours bright colored, you can choose the bright colors. I'm gonna go with more muted colors. It's not going to be exactly what they did, but it's going to be similar. So I'm going to do the background on both of these. I'm going to do them in gray. So slate gray. Slate gray is my color. What'd you guys do this weekend? I know Jenny had a craft show. How did the craft show go, Jenny? Did you guys survive the heat? Boy, boy, oh boy. It was outside, right? Oh my goodness. I think it's outside and in her house. But it definitely was a scorcher. Yesterday, I had to get up super early. I had to go put the signs out. For my Shula Vista show, I put out between 40 and 45 signs. I used to have 50 and some of them got taken. I get up early. I left the house shortly after 6 o'clock and it was foggy. Foggy yesterday. So I headed down to get the signs put out. By the time I got there, it was the fog had lifted, but let me just go a tint smaller. There we go. And I got the majority of the signs put out. It takes me 3 hours. So I had just under 9,000 steps when I got done putting the signs out, because I put them on all the major street corners. I'll put one on each corner, and I put them in shopping centers. I put them in neighborhoods. I put them at churches. I put them at the college. There's Southwestern College down there. I put them everywhere, leading them down to the craft show. Okay, what else is white? This is white. So I got that done. I was almost done when the sun came out and it really started beating down. Okay, this one is kind of a whitish color. I think that these just need to not be, to not have a second coat. So, hi Joanne, how are you? Yes, the show was great. Jody's show is inside and outside. Your inside so is comfy. Lots of shoppers, even in the heat. Nice. Well, she has a good turnout. I'm glad. I'm glad for that, because it is not fun to do a show and not have people show up. So I need a different color. I am looking for burlap. I need burlap. So I need burlap for some of the stems, probably all of the stems of my mushrooms, and I'm gonna need more than this. Yeah. I'm glad that you guys did good, that people showed up, because it really sucks when you do a show and you don't have people there. Okay, that's gonna be that color. The top part is gonna be white. All right, this is going to be this color. And then on, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do the bottom part with burlap. I'm going to do the top part white so that it shows through. Okay, but the top part, I will put more than one coat because I want solid. Where I probably should do this light buttermilk. I probably should go back over that and do that light buttermilk. Okay, this is going to be white, and this top's going to be white. These tops are all going to be white. Okay, I'm kind of just figuring this out as we go, and not everything has to be painted, but I probably will make a few mistakes. Okay, let's do some of our greens. Let's get some of our greens done. Glenda hung out with you for a long time. Oh, nice. I'm glad. Well, this next weekend is supposed to cool down. Hi, Janine. How are you? It's supposed to cool down a little bit into the 80s. Let me look. Did it change? Because you know it could. So, Shula Vista is usually pretty close to what we are here. Sometimes cooler than where I am. This week it is, so tomorrow is supposed to be 79 as a high. So yay, it was 100 degrees out here the other day. So I pulled in and I'm like, it really was. I went to my thermometer outside. It was 100 degrees. So it's supposed to be in the 80s. So 79 tomorrow. Then the high is 80, 80, 81, 82. So yeah, we're going to get a little bit of a break in the weather. Okay, so this color here is going to be my Hauser medium green. And I'm going to do all of my greens that are behind everything. Get all of that done. These little guys here, they're gonna have those are, what do you guys call them? Cattails? Pussy willows? What are they called? Are they called cattails? I think they're called cattails. Cattails, I think. Okay, this, not the frog's a different green. So, and then this is a different color. Let's see. I think we paint this. I may be going back and painting other parts. I think they're called cattails. Is that funny? Is that funny that they're called cattails? Why are they called cattails? I think that's what they are. Okay, I'm going to do the top part green. And then that part's brown. Okay. Cattails. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was right. We used to have those in our area when I was a kid, and then they would, didn't they explode and they blow all over the place and when they dried out, something like that. Okay. All right, let's do our frog. Cuz I got to figure out his coloring. It's going to be a little different cuz it's going to be lighter. I'm going to use aloe. It's not going to be a bright green. I'm going to use aloe for him. He's going to be a lighter colored frog. So using aloe. And then if we have to add other, I think I'm going to probably sponge some desert cactus on him. Ooh, you know what? There's eyeballs in there. Hello. The eyeballs actually come out. The eyeballs actually come out and you paint them separately and they are white and then you paint the black. Ooh, I almost gave him green eyeballs. Help. Oh, hi, Carol. How are you? Oh, Lori says, or bulrush. Bulrush. Okay. So, I wanted to ask you guys for prayers. My upline, up 2 levels with Cottage. Mary Jo is having her surgery today. She has a surgery. I believe that this one, she has 2 surgeries coming up, but one's not till next year. She has, I think this was a hernia repair. I mean, she doesn't care that we know, but anyways, say some prayers for her. She was heading into surgery, last thing I knew, and we really want to make sure that we are praying for her. Okay, the words are white. I didn't get those done. Let me go back and do this. Words are white. Okay. All right. Yeah, that frog looks good. That looks good. So we are gonna probably use a sponge and sponge some other colors on. Okay, let's start with let's do these. These are gonna be like a darker brown. I'm gonna use burnt umber. I think. Like I said, I'm going to have a couple of these going. And if we have to like sponge different colors on, I have all my little makeup sponges in there, I believe. I need to check. I probably need to restock. Oh, guess what? There's another green. There's another green. Let's get that too. Oh my goodness. So we got the pocket door in. On the bathroom, we are getting closer. All he has to do is do the latch. And then he's done with all the inside of the bathroom. And then he has to do the drywall on the outside of the bathroom, like in the bedroom part. So he's so close to being done that he's so excited. My husband has done a really, really, really good job with this. It looks good. But our neighbor was a contractor forever, and he came down to help my husband get everything done with the pocket door, because they can be tricky. Pocket doors can be kind of tricky. Okay, let's do this sign. Let's use sable brown, and let's just water it down just a touch to get kind of a see-through brown. We are so happy though. And you know, I'm ready for this craft show. It's a lot, you guys. And this one's different than the other one. So it's smaller in size. It's about the same amount of crafters though. So it's kind of different because the location and the advertising. I want to keep drawing new people in. I really work hard. Okay, this color is burnt sienna. I don't use that very often, but I'm going to do that. We're going to be sponging some colors onto here too. Maybe we will get a couple of these done. And then I'm going to use a different brown also. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to use some of this color and kind of mix it. Maybe a little bit of the darker color. Just kind of get a little bit different color in there for my maybe different than that. Maybe that's not the color I was going for. It's hard to know what I'm going for. I'm going to add some yellows in there though. All right. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I want. I'll be sponging some things on there. Okay. All right, now I have flowers. So I'm going to do all of my flowers are going to be yellow. I'm going to use marigold. You started your shows many years ago in your home, and it was always good. Always set times of the year. Jody's shows are, oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I remember when we had tons of home shows way back when. I don't know why that changed. Do you think that it's because there were issues with people going to home shows and taking things, or do you think it just neighbors complained? I wonder why we've gotten away from home shows. And I mean, that's what I used to do, just home shows and a couple of shows in different community centers. But it used to be just mainly home shows, which is just so funny. It's so funny. So, I tried to do a home show when I moved to New Mexico. I tried to do a home show in my home, and people didn't understand the concept. They're like, "What? You have a craft show at your house?" A couple of people from California understood and participated, but other people are like, "You're just gonna steal my stuff. I just know it." It's kind of like what I thought the very first home show that I did was with Judy Arco in Alpine. And I was like, I'm not going to take my stuff there and leave it. You might take my stuff. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that other states, people don't really do that. They don't really do shows in their homes. They rent facilities. Yeah, it's kind of different. All right, getting the white again. I needed another coat. I'm going to get my light buttermilk out and do a little bit of that. I think I want to do this one light buttermilk. Like I said, I'm going to be using a lot of different colors, kind of going back and forth, figuring this out as we go, because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to sponge a little bit of color here and there. Okay, I'm going to do brown for the centers of these. So I'm going to get that one. And I'm going to do like not the centers, the buttons. The buttons are going to be brown. I'm going to do the cattails again. I've almost got one coat on everything. Okay, there we go. The glasses and the hearts. Okay. Jody said hers will always be in her home. She likes the size and loves hosting people in her. Yes, that's the nice part, is that sometimes you just like that intimacy of having people into your house. My husband would not. It takes a special husband to do that too. Her husband's really, really sweet and kind about that. So not every husband would put up with it. I remember Judy Arco's husband, Ron. I mean, he was very helpful with it. It does take, a willing partner to participate and be you know, part of that because it just doesn't always work. I've done many, many home shows. I did a home show in Del Mar at a very, very fancy home. And they love my stuff, but they didn't want me there. They're like, oh no, just drop off your stuff. I'm like, but I want to stay and help. They're like, oh no, we don't need your help. I'm like, but it's my stuff. They're like, it's okay, we'll take care of it. They did not want me there. I'm like, I'm not good enough for them. You know what I did though? The last day, I just said, oh, well, I have to pick up. So I'm just going to come and help. And so I hung out. I understood because their clientele was the richy people. And they bought a ton of stuff. But yeah, I didn't fit in with them at all. It was not. They were right. I shouldn't be there. Okay, I'm just getting second coats on everything. And then we will do some of the sponging to get different colors in there. Like I said, this is not my standard thing. I usually would do bright colors, but I'm just kind of doing something different today because it'll be fun. It will be fun. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What do I need to do? This needs a little bit. Okay. And then my frog needs another coat. Let's do that. So that's aloe. Oops, and there's a hair in it. A hairy frog. Oh my goodness. I think that there are not that many places that do home shows. I think most people just do them at a facility. They just rent a VFW or a community center, some type of something. Blood in your ear was just a tear in there, or a tear in there. Blood a few days and now your ear is plugged. Oh gosh. Yes, you fit it to your house. Yes, your husband loved it most of the time, Judy. Yes. It's really stressful being responsible for everyone else's things. Yes, for sure. Yes, I know. Judy had it in her house forever and ever. Ray was always so good about it. Yep. Yours is probably the second home show that I did. Judy Arcos was first, and I was like, what's a home show? I met Blenda there, too. That's where I met her. It was kind of interesting. Most home shows are just in the driveway now and really small. Yes, no, I agree. I think you're right. They're not. It's not like they used to be. All right, so let me see here. Getting my second coats on the white, or third coats on the white, because they always need 3 coats. And now I want to kind of sponge some things. So let me look for those sponges. Hopefully oops, sorry, that was loud. Hopefully I have some. There's one. There's another just sponge. That'll work. I used to have a great big bag of them in here. Well, brushes will work if I need that. Oh, there's another one. Okay. I just need, there's another one. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. My other green that I had was desert cactus. I'm going to do some sponging on my little frog. Let me get some of that green out. And we're going to sponge some of that on there. So I'm going to grab a paper towel. I'm going to scooch this up just a little bit. It just got big in the... Yes, exactly. Well, and you can only park so many people outside. Okay, so I'm tapping this on here. I'm going to just sponge a little bit of color onto him here and there. He still needs cheekies. Okay, so there's my frog. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna add some of that same light green. Oops. I really didn't mean to do that much. I'll go back and I'll add some darker green. I did not mean to put that much. Kind of sometimes when I'm using the sponge, I go back and forth because it's not the right color. That's the great thing about it, is that you can go back and forth. Okay, let me get some of the darker, and we'll just kind of chase our color till we have the right color. We're gonna be doing some things on our mushrooms too. We're gonna go back and forth with colors on our mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, my daughter is supposed to be going back out to the desert, but it's supposed to be pretty hot. We'll see if it cools down for her. It's supposed to be, oops, that I didn't need to do the frog. It's supposed to be their last trip of the year this next week. They usually can go out right up until Easter, but this year it got a little bit warmer. Okay, I think let's do a little bit of our lighter color. I'm just kind of going back and forth, just kind of chasing colors and getting in a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little on the edge. Oops, I got my frog again. That frog has happened. He's hopping in the way. All right. Okay, so let's do some on our mushrooms. Let's get some other colors for the mushrooms. I think I want to add some yellows in there with this burnt sienna. I am going to, and some brown. So some sable brown. I'm just gonna sponge some different colors. We're gonna kind of mix. We're gonna do the yeah, we're gonna see what color we get. What color does it make when you add the mustard yellow and the burnt sienna together? And a little bit of the brown. Okay. All right, I think that's gonna be good. All right, so I'm just gonna sponge a little bit here and there, and we're just going to go back and forth on our colors, even on that one a little bit. Okay. All right, and on our stem, just give it a little bit of color. So the sponges, these are just those makeup sponges. You can use whatever sponges. The yellow sponges work good too. Okay, let's get some darker in there. Darker on the edges. And then I'm going to do some yellow in the center. Okay. A little bit of yellow. Okay. Maybe some yellow in the center. And okay, I need to do cheekies. Cheekies. Okay, that looks pretty good. But I'm like, but I need more. But I need to do a little bit more. This one needs a little bit of that. See how I just kind of blend it until it's the right color. I don't want these to be the same color, so I want to add a little bit of light to get this a lighter color. And maybe this one more yellow. And you can use that same sponge, just going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, and then the center one had more light buttermilk. And then I think we're going to be good. I think we're just going to leave that. Okay, let's do his cheekies. We got to do eyeballs. We got to do a black eyeball. And then we're going to ink everything. And we're going to start putting this together. So I need another thing for the cheekies. Where's my little brush? Where's my little brush? There's a little brush. But where is a palette dish for that? I want to use a great big one. I was looking for a small one. This one's for glue. It's actually, I think it's glued to it. All right. This is for my glue. And I don't even have out my color for my palette, for my cheeks. Where are you? I know you're here. You're here somewhere. Maybe it fell. I did drop one. Vintage pink. Here we go. Okay, so I gotta do cheekies. Cheekies. I kind of feel like the frog needs a little bit more on him. I feel like the frog didn't have quite enough. Like he needs a little bit more right here. Yeah. Okay. All right, that means I'll have to dry that before I do the cheekies. Okay, we're good to go now. Okay, let's dry. Let's dry everything. pretty much everything is dry, but this is not. I'll do cheekies. And, oh, I need to do the red hearts a second time. Let me grab that brush. So that was Tuscan red. So I just I used a lot of colors. Okay, I don't need much of this. I'm just going to put a little bit right here, and let's hope for the best. And that was vintage pink. I'm going to grab a paper towel from somewhere. I don't know where. You guys. All right, I found one. Okay. I'm going to get just a little bit of this without getting the color that was underneath of it. And I'm going to give him some cheekies. All right, there we go. And then I need to do the eyeball. So I need my stylus, which is right here, and my black, and do the eyeballs. So the eyeball piece is not separate, the tiny black piece, just the white is separate, because that would be way too small. Okay, let's dry that, and then we're going to start inking everything, and hopefully everything is painted the way that we want it, and we don't have to stop and paint anything, but we will if we have to. Hi, Lynn, how are you? Hi, Nyla. This is going to be so cute. So this is an insert for the cottage cabinet. Okay, those eyeballs, I probably should have done them first because they're going to take a second to dry. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff painted this weekend. Lots of inserts for the windows, but mainly I got all my stuff ready. I did something that you know, people love free things. So I email my customers, and I have 887 customers to email for this craft show, and only like one or two would ever say I received it. Judy would always say I received my email, and I forward it to friends. She would tell me, but very few people ever would say, hey, I got my email, thanks so much. So this time what I did was an incentive. So I said reply back to the email to be entered in a drawing for a $40 gift certificate to spend at the craft show. So guess what? I got a couple hundred people that messaged me back. Received it. I'll be there Saturday. Wouldn't miss it. Can't wait. That type of thing. So isn't it funny how people love freebies and they're motivated by it? They are motivated by free stuff. So I'm going to have to do that in the future. I don't mind ever giving away something in order to get something. So in order to get a reply back, to know that my email, because I email through MailChimp, I used to email out individually, and I'd have to do like 20 at a time. And then my email would get blocked because they would say it was spam. So I was constantly fighting it. So I decided to pay $45 a month in order to have MailChimp. And all I do is I just keep adding to my list of people. I'm not going to put these in yet. I'll just put them up there. I keep adding to my list of people on my mailing list. And then when it is time to mail out, I just create the email and I attach that, and I tell them which list, because I could have several different lists in there. I could have a list for you guys in there and do a separate email, but I just tell them which list to use, and it emails them to all 887 or something like that. Anyways, it emails them out. So it does all the hard work for me, and I don't have to risk my account being flagged for spam. So anyways, people love freebies. So I was happy. I was happy. I'll do it every single time if I have to, just to get people to reply. All right, let's see. we're getting this. This is going to be so cute. I really like it. I do. I really like it. Okay. They're just different. They are different. And once they're inked, they'll stand out more too. So they're just not bright color. You could do yours whatever color you want to do it. Whatever color your little heart desires. Okay. Let's see. One is over here and one's here. And then I will check. I'm going to check messages. Sorry. Trying to focus on this. Guess what? There's something there. Something on there. We'll see where that hits. Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, sometimes it hits in the wrong place and you have to, oh, guess what? There's green on there. How did that happen? Let me try to get that off. Sometimes spit is the best. All right, I'm gonna have to paint that. Let me grab my white. Where is my white one? Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, let me fix that. Get that back up there. This is looking so cute. I like these colors. This is different from what I would normally do. Okay. One here. And one over here. Oh, this one actually goes here. That goes there. And then a little one up here. Okay, perfect. Let's move this. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Let me move my board out of the way. See if I can get it over here. All right. There's just not room down here. Okay, let's get all of the... Let's get our inking done. And then we'll know at that point. Did we do it okay? Because the inking's going to change things. All right, so let's start over here. So just dump it off and start inking. I'll have to ink the tops because it has the white part on there. I don't usually ink the words because I want them to really stand out. So I'm just using my ink pad going around it. You can do whatever you want. If you want to shade with your brush, you can totally do that. Tool painters are very famous for shading with a brush. And I used to do that all the time. But guess what? I like to save time. I do. So this is what works for me. All right. Okay. And we're going to glue that together. See how fast that is? And I'm going to bring this up for the small stuff. If I can get it open. There we go. Okay, let's get the top and the bottom. And also this piece in place. I know, it's going to be so cute. So this goes in the cabinet. This is one of the cabinet inserts. There are some other smaller cabinet things I'm going to be showing you all soon. It's hard for me to do everything. So thanks for your patience. I'm like, how am I ever going to do this when it's just me and I don't have Tara to help? She's such a big helper. And she took a project home. So she's making some inserts for me for the window. She has some bee ones at her house. You know, the little beehive? Yeah, she has some of those at her house. And then I'm not here the rest of the week. So I have my craft show set up, and then the show starts. So it's not that it's that far away, but it's through traffic. So I have to leave here extra early because I will hit traffic. Like tomorrow, I'll be towing my trailer through traffic. It is not fun to do that. But you know what? That's what I do. That is what I do. So I was at the church yesterday. They were having a blood drive. And I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I had time. Wish I had time to go donate. And then I thought, oh, you can't donate yet because it has not been a full year since you went to Africa. So I think it has to be an entire year or 18 months. I'm not sure. Since you have gone to Africa that you can donate. Okay, this is going to go here. That's going to go there. And then this little one goes in this area. Okay. All right. This is so cute, guys. I love it. Turned out really cute. Welcome to our pad. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna need more. Yeah, this show is always really busy. And one of the reasons is that there are not a lot of shows down in that area. And many of the people that come, they say, this is the only show that I go to. I started going to it when it was over at Roar Manor, and I've gone there with my mom, and my mom has passed, and now I go with my kids. You know, it's tradition. It's tradition. So this show will be very, very busy. And I heavily advertise it. Same as I did the other show. Very, very heavily advertised. Lots more signs out. So I did get over 40 signs out yesterday, and then I'll put a few more signs just right on the church property. They usually put it on their marquee for me, but the person that does that is out of town. So when he gets back, he'll get back on Tuesday. He'll put that up on the marquee. Okay, I need to do the mouth with the marker. So let me do that. And I think that's the only other thing on there. Yeah, so there's a little smile. And it's actually a big smile. It goes from one end to the other. And then the hearts go right at the end of that. That was not a very... that was a little shaky. So thanks, Holly. I'm loving how it's turning out. I think it's super, super cute. I love the colors. I'm glad I didn't go with bright colors because I think this would sell better. I'm not taking these to my craft show yet, though. I'm really afraid because as soon as I take one, then people are going to say, where's all the other inserts? And I can't do it. I'm not able to keep up with doing that. I didn't need to do the outside because that's not going to show. So I'm doing these for you guys. I am doing it for you guys. Okay, little bit on the heart, not a lot. And then we'll glue this one together. Little bit on the glasses, even though it barely shows. Okay, let's get this glued. All right, so I can see where the frog needs to go. I can get his glue on. I can get my mushroom. All right, so let me get that. Okay, and this goes, and this, and the little greenery all goes together pretty quickly. And then eyeballs. Okay, so which way do we want his eyeballs to look? Maybe down. We'll see how these fit in there. You know what? Sometimes it only fits in one way. That could be a problem. Maybe looking cross-eyed. My cross-eyed frog. There we go. That's good. Okay, just kind of get that back where it goes. All right, so now I have this part. So I'm going to use my sponge. We're going to get this on. We'll get the glasses on. We have feet and arms. Got glasses. We got little teeny tiny hearts. So the glasses go right there. And then the little hearts for the cheekies. I don't need much glue. Just a tiny dab. A dab will do ya. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. All right, and then I can see where the hands need to go. I'm just going to put that there, that there. Where does that flower go? Flower goes right in here. Okay. I don't know if those have a direction that they go. Probably, but okay. Perfect. Perfect. Just like that. All right, and then the center of my flower. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, one more done. Isn't it so cute? That is so cute. I love it. All right, next. Oops, as things are running away. It's like, let me out of here. Let me out of here. I just kind of tap the edges. I don't worry about getting every little bit. I just want a little bit here, a little bit there, and that works out perfectly fine for me. And I just kind of turn the piece as I'm pulling the ink pad down on it. Okay, this is the cute one that has 3 different mushrooms. And you can do a variety of colors if you want to add other colors in there. Totally can do that, guys. All right, one more flower. And the little teeny tiny buttons, I just barely do the edge. And then the only part that's going to show on here is the stems. So just going to go around the stems. Okay, and then I can glue that together. It's actually pretty quick. I know there's a lot of pieces, but it actually is fairly fast to do this project. That glues right on there. And we'll need some more glue here. My little cattails. All right, 1, 2. Oops, I got extra glue in there. Let me see if I have Q-tips. Grab. Let me see. I do. Got some Q-tips. Got extra glue here. Okay. All right. So this little piece of greenery, I am just putting it right in there. And then we're going to get these guys in place. We'll start on this side. 1, 2, 3. They look like they're out in the wild, the colors. They do. Whoops. It doesn't look like it's out of Alice in Wonderland. It's not the bright colors. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then the the sunflowers on this is 1 right here and 1 over here. Okay, perfect. 1 here, 1 here, and then a little tiny bit for that, and then we are good to go. We're going to put the Velcro on. I'll remind you how to do that because we have the template. When you purchase the... Oh, no, we're not. We have 1 more to go. Sorry, guys. Psych. 1 more of these. This one here. All right. We're almost there. Almost there. But, yeah, pretty quick. Pretty quick to do this. It is a fun little project. Super cute little mushrooms and frog. You guys seem to love the frogs. You love the spring frogs. This will fit in right with that. Okay, gonna go across. Oops, jumping jelly beans. All right, not doing the word. I'll do a little bit on the buttons. Yippers. Okay. All right, let's glue that together. Almost forgot about it. You wouldn't let me forget, right? Go, Darlene. Hello. Hello. Are you not going to do the rest of it? Well, sometimes I just forget. Okay. There we go. And then... sunflower goes in the center right there. The large one does. Has this on it. The little button. Who's got my button? All right. And then I need my glue again. Thought I was done. That goes there. And then ribbit. ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Okay. And then my other little sunflower goes over here on the other side, right in here, with the little button on it. And then that one's done. Done with the glue. Look how cute that is. That is so cute. All right, so let me show you how to do that, the Velcro again. Okay, there's that. Oh gosh, you had your surgery on March 11th. You're in rehab now. Oh gosh, I hope everything's going good for you. Let me go ahead and move this. So I want to have this one on the left side. Okay, so as you can see, I've done this so that I don't have to have a bazillion pieces of my Velcro. Okay, so this is the fuzzy side. So I'm gonna put the prickly side on here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna put the little Velcros on there. Okay, that's going to show me how to line that up. It's always good to have a little refresher. Okay, so this just means I can't switch sides. That's all it means. If you want to get extra Velcros and do it so that you can switch the sides, you can absolutely do that. I just thought this saves us 50% of the Velcro each time, because we can use one for one side and one for the other. Okay, so you just push it down through the hole, and doing that lines it up. So it will always be lined up. And then you just press that thing out. And then, excuse me, press them down. And then that can go right in place, just like that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. That way they're all lined up. Okay, next. All right, Mr. Frog, you're going in. Flip it over, put the other ones on. And then these are going to go in the little drawers. So this is a big job making this. It's a big project. So we need to do a day where we're just creating that, because I really haven't done that. I made it ahead of time. I kind of showed you how to put it together, but I should probably do a day where we just make one of them. But it's not going to be this week, because this week I am busy. All right. Okay, press that out. Save that template. You're going to use it over and over. Press those down. Okay, that goes right there. Isn't it so cute? And then I'm going to put my one that says ribbit on the other side, because I figure here's words, here's words. And it just kind of goes right in there. And then this goes here. I think that's right. Yep, perfect. Okay, and we're done. I am going to put you up to myself. I kind of just lean those back is what I do. Been so busy with your son's wedding coming up that you haven't had time to do anything. Just ordered your dress for the wedding. That was, oh wow, over 200. You need a bank loan for this wedding. Yes, I know. Weddings are very expensive, aren't they? All right, guys, here we are. Let me go closer for you. Weddings are very expensive, for sure. Everything adds up really quickly. The moment you say wedding, it's crazy. Yeah. I love it. I think it's so cute. Oh, you just switched out your panels from St. Patty's to Easter bunnies yesterday. Yay! Nice. All right. Well, I will get the watermelon ones cut today. I feel like this one is a little bit low. There we go. I think I fixed it. It was a little bit crooked. Anyways, I will get the watermelon one cut out today, and I'll get it posted so you guys can order that together. I think it's so cute. I think it turned out really cute. Yes, for sure, Sarah. Okay, guys, love you guys. I will not be here tomorrow. I will not be here the next day. I will not be here the rest of the week. I will try to do a Facebook Live from the craft show. I have to focus. I have to do a good job for my crafters and my customers and myself. But I really need to focus on this. And I'm sorry. I wish I could be. It's too stressful to try to get up and rush through a Facebook Live and then run out the door. It really is stressful. I would rather get there. I have keys to the place. I would rather leave here an extra half an hour early in case traffic happens, and I just get there early because, it's nothing, I hate when people have to wait for me. I don't ever want that to happen. All right, I love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you next Monday. But hopefully in between, I'll be doing a little Facebook Live and show you the craft show. It's going to be fabulous. If you are here in San Diego, come see us. I will post the flyer again, since Chula Vista, off of East H Street at the First United Methodist Church, Thursday, 9 to 6, Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 3. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you.